Rulings on Wudu and break during Tawaf. Mufti Umar Shafiq Hijazi. Summary in English: if wudu breaks, it is prayer time, or another necessity arises during Tawaf, complete wudu or necessary task and resume Tawaf from where you left off. If you have completed 4 or more circuits, there is no need to start Tawaf again. If less than 4 circuits are completed, you can return and complete the remaining circuits. Ensure wudu and other needs are addressed beforehand for uninterrupted Tawaf. In case of crowding or difficulty, completing the remaining circuits is sufficient. Auto-generated translation in English: this is an auto-generated translation, thus it is prone to errors. In the name of Allah, all praise is due to Allah, and peace and blessings be upon the Messenger of Allah. The question is, if during Tawaf, circumambulation of the Kaaba, one breaks their wudu, ablution, or needs to go to the restroom, or if the prayer time starts, or some other necessity arises causing an interruption during Tawaf, where should one resume Tawaf upon returning? Should it be started over from the first circuit, or can the remaining circuits be completed upon returning? The answer to this question is that if wudu breaks during Tawaf, stop the Tawaf immediately. It is not permissible to perform Tawaf without wudu. Doing so incurs a penalty or sacrifice. Therefore, go and perform wudu immediately and then return to complete your Tawaf. Similarly, if it is time for obligatory prayer during Tawaf, or if there is a need to use the restroom, or due to fatigue, weakness, or illness, it becomes difficult to continue walking, or any other excuse arises, then if Tawaf is interrupted for a while, resume Tawaf as soon as the excuse is resolved and complete the remaining circuits, and your Tawaf will be complete. The distinction mentioned in books between before and after 4 circuits is not mandatory but preferable. The detail is that if one has completed 4 or more circuits before breaking wudu, or before praying, or before an excuse arises, then they should resume and complete the remaining circuits upon returning. There is no need to start Tawaf from the first circuit again. If one has completed less than 4 circuits before breaking wudu or before praying, or before an excuse arises, for example, 3 or 2 circuits, due to the current situation of crowding and congestion, there is no need to start Tawaf from the first circuit again upon returning. Just complete the remaining circuits, and Tawaf will be valid. If wudu breaks before completing 4 circuits, or if one gets busy in prayer, or if an excuse causes an interruption during Tawaf, it is not mandatory to start Tawaf again, but it is preferable and recommended. Therefore, when convenient and there is no crowding, it is better to start from the first circuit, but it is not mandatory. When there is hardship and crowding, there is no need to repeat the circuits. Completing the remaining circuits is sufficient, even if it is 2 or 3 circuits. However, if someone leaves a circuit incomplete, then upon returning, it is advisable to start that circuit from the black stone, Har Aswad. Otherwise, at least return and start from behind, and it is better to start a few meters back. If, during Tawaf, one needs to change levels due to crowding, from upper to lower level or vice versa, try to complete the circuit before changing levels. If a circuit is left incomplete, after changing levels, return and start from the black stone to ensure no part of the circuit is left and to avoid incurring a penalty. Try to address your needs before starting Tawaf so that it can be completed continuously according to the Sunnah, without interruptions. If it is close to prayer time, it is better to perform the obligatory prayer first and then start Tawaf, especially for women. Otherwise, many women continue Tawaf close to prayer time, affecting their obligatory prayer and often standing among men during prayer, causing disruption. Therefore, women should make sure to go to the women's area for prayer before the call to prayer. For those who frequently need to urinate and have to go to the restroom repeatedly, it is necessary to fast for 5 to 6 hours before performing Tawaf, not drinking any water, and then perform Umrah or Tawaf. Those who have urinary control issues due to diabetes or old age should ensure to fast for 8 hours before going. Often, not fasting results in urination, and despite wearing diapers, it leaks, which pollutes the haram and disrupts others' prayers. May Allah grant us the ability to appreciate this sacred place, change our lives upon visiting it, and color ourselves in the color of Allah. May He grant us the honor of visiting it repeatedly. Our last prayer is praise to Allah, the Lord of all worlds, and may Allah's blessings and peace be upon our Prophet Muhammad, and upon his family and all his companions.